I love the wet tropics because it's pretty and it's a beautiful climate.
The diversity of the environment. You can go from the wet tropics out to the savanna area.
It's a beautiful place to live. Aesthetics, green, warm. Who'd want to live anywhere else in the world? I came to live in Cairns because it's a great place to raise children.
The wet tropics region of Australia really is one of the hidden remaining gems. It's one of the only continents that's remained largely unchanged by connection with the northern continents.
My connection to this country is what keeps me here. I've been brought up and raised to believe in this country and believe that the spirits of the land talk to us. And I've been taught by my mother, the importance of country and understanding what it means to us.
Lifestyle. It's a very beautiful place to live and work. It's a great place to raise a family.
Yeah, great, isn't it? What a place to grow up, I reckon. So much cool stuff. But I'm always hearing adults talking about the bad things, like weeds and pollution and climate change. It makes me feel really scared sometimes, because I really love this place.
Hello, you're right, and it's so important to make sure we're doing something about those sorts of things. That's what natural resource management's all about. It sounds like it's kind of complicated, I know, but when you add everything together like soil, trees, water, air, wildlife and people, you get natural resource management. It's something we work on all the time. And you know what? It's up to us, the people, to make sure that we're looking after this place. The future of the wet tropics, it's in all of our hands.
I hope there are some really big hands out there then. It all sounds a bit hard to me.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? There's lots of people doing really fantastic things already, and lots of people doing their own little bit. Many hands make light work. And seriously, it is a big job, and some people don't really know where to start, so we're making this thing called a natural resource management plan to help people do great things on the ground and to look after our precious region, to make sure it's in even better condition for you and your children.
An NRM plan? I hope it's not like NAP plan.
Well, the purpose of the plan is actually to help people make good decisions about what to do and how to do it and where to do it. I know it often seems like plans are just like big books and not everyone can read and understand them. And often after they're written, they spend a lot of their time on the bookshelf. What we're trying to do this time is make sure that the plan is different. We want it to be a plan for everyone, including community groups, local government, industry and farmers and traditional owners, even kids.
Kids, yeah, right. In your dreams, I reckon.
Hey, guess what? It's going to have a lot of pictures, and what's more, it's going to be online. What we've done is we've brought together a lot of useful information, ideas from the community about what they care about and the sorts of problems they're facing, and made it accessible to everyone, including you.
That's great! I'm a computer whiz.
There's going to be some really useful paper documents as well, which will be available, and it's a living plan.
What? Like a pet? Do I need to feed it then?
No, not really alive, but this just means that the online information will be updated regularly so it stays relevant. It's kind of like making sure it stays in fashion.
Okay, sounds cool. A living online plan. But what am I going to do with it?
Well, why don't we start with pictures and stories? The stories will be about who's doing what around the region. You might even find something you want to know more about, and your school could get some great information from it. Secondly, there's going to be heaps of maps, such as maps of your farm or where your nana might be involved in a tree planting project. There will also be excellent tools so you can make your own maps. Thirdly, if you want to know about how to go about things like planting trees or dealing with weeds and pests, or you want to know more about climate change, or it might even be those latest farming practices, this is the site where you'll be able to come and find that information. Additionally, information about rules and regulations that might affect you will be linked to the website. You can also find out about community NRM projects in your area, and if you're really keen on reading, there'll be lots of scientific studies for you.
Wow, sounds awesome. I hope people are using it to help them do the right thing for our region.
So do I. Why don't we go and have a look at some examples?
I find the NRM plan really useful, particularly the mapping tool. If our group wants to do work on a particular weed, I can access the mapping tool to see what work has already been done.
We use the NRM plan to help us prioritise some of our environmental works around the area.
I'm really concerned about what's happening to the reef. It's important for our economy and I want to know what I can do to save it. I know that the information on the Wet Tropics NRM Plan website is reliable and up to date, so that's where I'm going to go to find my answers.
Treeforce is the local urban branch of revegetation in Cairns. The Wet Tropics NRM Plan has been key in assisting us to find other like-minded groups. Through interlinks with other groups, we can get a lot more people to our activities. We can get other expertise on site. Also, if there's members of the community wishing to join in with a revegetation activity, they can find us there on the NRM Plan website.
The plan is really important to our people because it fits in with our strategic management plan that we already have in place. Our strategic management plan is looking at, getting us back onto country, looking at educating our young ones for the future.
I got spurred on by our NRM to trial and change our farming practices. I can share through the NRM plan our outcomes with the broader farming community, and hopefully these might be helpful to other farmers.
It is useful in informing decision making for different elements of what I do, and also useful for informing council's decision making in the area of natural resource management. It's of fundamental importance to everything. It's important to the region's economy, to our natural areas, to our community. Without good natural resource management, the values that support the region won't exist.
Whoa, so many ways of using one plan.
There's one more thing that we haven't talked about, and that's tracking how things are going in the wet tropics. So everybody can see the improvements we're making already and the things that we still need to pay attention to.
So it is like NRM Plan.
No, it's not really a test. I think you should give the NRM plan a try and see what you think.
All right then, I might just go home and give it a go.